A big score for Twitter and for football fans. The National Football League announced today it has picked Twitter as its exclusive partner to deliver a live digital stream of Thursday Night Football.
During the 2016 regular season, Twitter will stream 10 Thursday night games broadcast by NBC and CBS, which will also be simulcast on NFL Network. To help us explain this deal is CNET senior editor Jeff Bakalar. Thank you so much for being with us, Jeff. We appreciate it.
Of course.
I want to know, what do you make of the partnership? Why does this make sense for both the NFL and for Twitter?
Well, definitely makes sense for Twitter because they are in a very kind of precarious situation right now. They've been struggling to show growth. Their stock is sort of taking a hit about that inability. So I think they are looking for different ways to engage an audience that maybe doesn't normally use Twitter. And then where the NFL is concerned, I think they also kind of see Twitter as a demographic that doesn't really pay attention to sports or live sports. Not the entire audience, but maybe some of it. So I feel like when you add those two sort of opinions on either side, the deal kind of makes sense for both parties.
Well, I saw Roger Goodell actually said that he saw so many comments on Twitter during NFL games that this was a way to kind of merge all of that together.
He's like, what is this Twitter thing? So Jeff,
I've heard of this.
Yes, I've heard of this. So, Jeff, we've talked about this in the past. Twitter stock has slumped. Is this going to help them bounce back?
I don't know if it's going to help them bounce back, but I think it gets them back involved in the conversation. It sort of refreshes their relevancy. Like you said, it's a smart move because, as you know, as much as Twitter gets knocked for its inability to turn a profit, it is still a really valuable asset. And I think, it becomes this sort of live transcription, live comment field for football, for a lot of sports. And I think, both parties kind of see that and they see the importance of that connection. And, hopefully streaming that will sort of harness that, kind of back and forth that Twitter users have when commenting on live games.
Yeah, and they've really wanted to be going. Twitter has the live event route. I do want to ask you, while the NFL and Twitter haven't necessarily disclosed a price for this package, people familiar with the bidding said that Twitter paid less than $10 million for the entire 10-game package, while rival bids topped $15 million. So in your opinion, why go with Twitter over other companies rumored to be interested? You had people like Amazon, Verizon, Facebook, or Yahoo who successfully teamed up with the NFL just last year to stream the game played in London between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I think, you look at that price, and I think that plays into a lot of what we were talking about before, about that mutual sort of beneficial situation that both of these, brands kind of find themselves in. And I think on a basis of like what makes the most strategic sense, I think Twitter and the NFL kind of saw eye to eye on that. I mean, it's speculation. It's obviously what seems like a really good deal, so you would imagine it's sort of mutually beneficial for both parties. I think if I'm the NFL, maybe I want to change things up on a consistent basis, especially when it comes to streaming on the internet. It's still, as much as we kind of look to it as the future, it's still sort of this uncharted territory. So I think, it definitely hints at this was something that both sides really were anxious to be a part of, and, really kind of makes sense for everyone involved.
All right, Jeff Bakalar joining us from what looks like Don Draper's super cool, super hip living room, man.
It's my basement, actually. We're in my basement.
Loving it, loving it. Thanks so much, man.
Thanks.